WOWT. First Alert 6 starts with breaking news.
That breaking news, a garage erupting in flames early this morning. It happened near 15th and Drexel, not far from the JFK, just after 3. Right now, we don't know too many details, but according to dispatch, no one was taken to the hospital. Police on scene tell us they are investigating now to find out what caused this fire. Well, good Sunday morning. Thank you so much for joining us this weekend. I'm Maria Cade. You need to bundle up, put out those layers this morning. We're tracking some bitter cold here in the metro. Here's Senior Chief Meteorologist Rusty Lord with all the details. Rusty.
Yeah, Maria.
Rusty, thank you. Also breaking this morning, at least 12 people are dead, including one of the alleged shooters in a shooting at Australia's famous Bondi Beach. The second alleged shooter is in critical condition. Emergency services were called to reports of shots just before 2 o'clock this morning. Officials say this was a terrorist attack against the Jewish community. An event to mark the first day of Hanukkah was taking place at the beach when it all happened. And at least 2 people are dead. 9 others are hurt after a shooting on the campus of Brown University. Within the last hour, law enforcement say that they do have a person of interest in custody. Aaron Logan has the latest. That was Aaron Logan reporting. We also have an update to more breaking news now. An 18-year-old is now dead after a shooting in Benson. Omaha police responding to the shooting at 61st and Bedford on Friday night. On the scene, they found 3 people shot. All of them went to the hospital. 18-year-old Darren Greer died from his injuries. Police are still investigating. And if you know anything, OPD wants to hear from you. Well, it's all too common during the holidays. Package thieves caught on camera. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office needs your help figuring out who the people in this video are. So take a look right here at your screen. You can see them taking box after box before walking out with their arms full. This all happened on December 2nd at 156th and Ida. If you know anything, you can contact the Douglas County Sheriff's Office tip line. Well, new developments in the case of an embattled Nebraska lawmaker. The executive board of the Nebraska legislature voted to expel State Senator Dan McCune of Amherst. Our sister station says that decision is only a recommendation. The legislature still has to act on it. The Nebraska State Patrol cited McCune in October after another staff member alleged he made inappropriate contact with her at an end-of-session party back in May. He is set to appear in court on Wednesday on a disturbing the peace charge. A first alert now to upcoming road closures that could impact your daily commute. Here's Jarrett Lansford with what you need to know ahead of the work week. Turning now to your Big Red Extra coverage. Nebraska is back in a regional final after defeating Kansas in 3 sets. The Big Red isn't shying away from their national championship expectations, despite a tough Texas A&M team in their way.
It's pretty simple to adjust when you have a great team and great depth, and every position is as strong as it is.
It starts the practice, but also at the same time, Danny always gives us every amount of confidence that we need to be able to perform whatever our name is called.
We're constantly pushing each other every day. We're going through fundamental drills, and we get pissed off when it's not a perfect rep, and we want nothing more than to play someone who can punch us back.
Now the Huskers face off against Texas A&M this afternoon in the NCAA Regional. First serve is at 2. Well, coming up, a North Omaha workshop is tackling 2 critical issues: gun safety and police encounters. We'll show you how community leaders are working to make a difference when we come back. But first, let's take a live look outside with our Union Bank and Trust CityCam network, taking a look over Epley Airfield on this beautiful morning. But it is cold if you're heading out. You want to put those layers on and bundle up. Rusty will have the latest when we come back. Welcome back. We recently told you about a new lawsuit against Omaha police. It's over a traffic stop involving professional boxer and Omaha native Terrence "Bud" Crawford. Yesterday, Crawford's bodyguard Kasim Shabazz, who was one of those who filed the suit, hosted a gun safety workshop in North Omaha. Our Ron Johnson brings us there. At the workshop, demonstrations were taught on how to use gun locks, and they were given out for free. Shabazz tells us he plans to continue to hold workshops like this once every 3 months. Well, Metro leaders are working to address the leading cause of death for kids in America, which is accidental injuries. Creighton University's Child Safety Center is working to prevent these deaths through education and community outreach. The center is a branch of the Institute for Population Health. Scott Shipman is the executive director of that institute, and he says the approach focuses on identifying risks before tragedies happen.
Starts with understanding what the risks are. We too often don't think about injury risks until a tragedy happens in the community. So we want to try to move upstream and have people be aware of the risks and then also aware of what they can do to reduce or mitigate those risks.
The center will provide safety supplies to people who need them for a small cost. Any education and awareness services will be completely free. Shipman says workers will also be available to help link people in the community with their healthcare options. Now to your First Alert 6 weather forecast. Rusty, we've been talking about it all morning. It is a cold one when you step out. Is this the coldest that we're going to see for a little bit?
Easily looks like it's going to be the case. Coldest day I have anywhere in the 10-day forecast. There's one day I'm watching next week. There's your 10-day forecast. Overall doesn't look too bad, but like I said, today's the coldest. Keep an eye on Thursday. I think those winds are going to be incredibly annoying.
Okay, if you hear anything, bundle up. It's a cold one out there.
Without a doubt.
Rusty, thanks. Well, you may pass by them all the time without even knowing. Automated license plate readers are growing in many cities, including right here in the metro. In Council Bluffs, there are 37 scattered across town, tracking the license plates of every passing vehicle. They also help law enforcement build a database of vehicle information. The ACLU says there's no regulation on these cameras, putting many people at risk.
About 1 in 10 license plates recorded have an error. That does mean that you can be targeted by police as being on a hot list in error, for example, and that has happened in the past.
Now, until regulations are in place, the ACLU says it hopes to inform as many people as possible and push for a pause on any additional cameras. On this day in history, one of Nebraska's most iconic companies began. Cabela's started in the town of Chapel, Nebraska back in 1961. Company lore says that Dick Cabela bought $45 worth of lures to sell at his family's furniture store. Nobody bought them, but then he put an ad in a magazine. He sent everyone who responded to that ad a catalog of fishing gear, and Cabela's was born. Now, a few years after the founder's death, the company was sold to Bass Pro Shop for about $5 billion. Your pet's health issues can seriously impact their quality of life, and that's why regular vet visits are so crucial. And so is watching for the warning signs. Here's the Nebraska Humane Society's Pam Weiss with more. The Nebraska Humane Society is at 8929 Fort Street. On Saturdays and Sundays, it's open from 10 until 5, and it's open from noon till 7 on weekdays. And remember, you can always look up animals and find information at nehumanesociety.org. Turning now to your forecast. Rusty, there's no other way about it. It's cold out there. I think when I walked out this morning, my teeth were chittering. I was shaking a little bit. What can we expect this morning?
Yeah, I tell you what, we've got down to the coldest morning so far this season. That was 0. We're at 0 right now towards Christmas, and if there's anything big time on the way before we get there.
Oh my gosh, compared to today and yesterday, I'm looking forward to that.
You'll be in shorts.
Yeah,
Maybe
we'll see.
Maybe.
Thanks, Rusty. Well, coming up, a new health care plan is on the table in Washington, but not everyone is on board. We'll tell you what it means for you when we come back. Welcome back. A GOP health care proposal unveiled on Friday is already a divisive issue in the House of Representatives. As John Lorenz explains, the new plan could lead to some premiums more than doubling. Well, heading back to your First Alert 6 forecast now. It's pretty cold outside, Rusty. We've established that, but Christmas is in sight. Is there any chance that we could have a warm up for the holidays?
I tell you what, I don't see anything nearly this cold leading up to Christmas. So I think we're going to have some pretty good travel weather so far, and we're going to warm up quite a bit. So let's talk about this week.
Well, still ahead, Rusty is going to have one final look at your forecast. Plus, get ready, The Voice fans. You're going to get a preview of what to expect this week right here on First Alert 6. A California laundromat is getting some help from a clothes folding robot. Yeah, take a look at this. The robot named Isaac is equipped with cameras and sensors that allow it to sort, fold, and stack piles of clothes with a lot of precision. Now, Isaac is still pretty slow. It can take him about 2 minutes to fold a clothing item, but as a bonus for the laundromat, the robot is bringing a lot of attention to the business.
You get a lot of people watching you?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people. He really is a celebrity in his own right. It still blows my mind to think, hey, every day I get up and I go to work with a robot.
Now, there are still some things Isaac can't do, like fold fitted sheets. The company that made Isaac says their robots can cost tens of thousands of dollars, depending on the model. Well, NBC's The Voice is live for the first time this season, tomorrow and Tuesday night. It's for the show's season 28 finale. Each of the 4 coaches have already picked their finalists. 2 more, based on America's vote, will be revealed at the start of Monday's show. Mark Barker spoke with the 4 coaches' picks about what's in store. All right, I'm excited for that. The finale airs Monday and Tuesday night right here on First Alert 6. It starts at 8 p.m. And also happening today, Ralston is ringing in the Christmas season with its Holiday Magic celebration. Now, this event was originally scheduled for the weekend after Thanksgiving, but it was then postponed to this weekend. So you can see a special display. There are also going to be activities for the kids. It's happening from 1 to 5 at Ralston's Public Library. Santa is greeting people at City Hall at 5 o'clock, and there will be cookies and hot cocoa inside, of course, because of all the cold, but the fun will go on until 7. Now, we also want to share some exciting news here. There is a new baby amongst the First Alert 6 family. So if you watch First Alert 6 at night, I'm sure all of you noticed our chief meteorologist, Emily Roller, has not been here this past week. But that's because she just had her baby. So this is baby Weston. He was born on December 9th. Emily tells us they are both home and doing great. So we want to send a big congratulations to Emily, her husband, their entire family. We are so thrilled for them. Rusty?
Yeah, little peanut right there. Next week looks a lot better. A lot of 40s, a lot of 50s. Thursday's the day to pay attention to. A big time round of wind looks to be on the way, and that early high of 42 will lead to the coldest day of the week, the way it looks, as temperatures will go backwards that day. So pay attention to Thursday.
Okay, we're watching out for Thursday. Bundle up this morning. It's going to be a cold one, but we got some warmth in sight.
Tuesday and Wednesday look great.
Oh yeah, looking forward to that. Thank you, Rusty, and thank you so much for joining us this morning. Have a wonderful Sunday.